Hello, everyone. We're coming to you today to shine a spotlight on the Bear Valley School in Belo Horizonte, Brazil. Now, if you live there, it's pronounced a little bit differently, but for me, that's about as well as I can do. And I'm here with some real key members of this team. Have with me F.H. Gates, who first went there as a missionary in 46 years ago. Corey Waddell, who is the preacher for the Bear Valley Church of Christ, has a longstanding connection with the work in Bello. And then Alex Girodo is the local preacher and director for the school there. And so we're happy to come to you today to share with you some of the work that God is doing in training preachers in Brazil. FH, can you give us just a little bit of historical context to the work in Bello?
Well, the first missionaries went there in 1968. I myself and my wife, we arrived in 1979. When we came to Belo Horizonte, there were four missionaries there at the time and about four congregations. Um, we had planned to stay there for 5 years, but we ended up staying 32. But the main reason is because people are so receptive. It was just such a blessing to work with people, just wanted to know and open. Uh, we had hundreds of baptisms, not because of us, just because people's hearts were ready and the gospel just was touching them where they were searching. And of course, when we got there, the church spiritually is very infantile, very immature, but today it's just so exciting to see the maturity and the growth of the churches all over Brazil. We've had radio programs and TV programs and leadership training, and it's just my wife and I came back to take care of her mom and dad who are aged, and dad was bedfast, but we still go back and forth now twice a year, and I do some work over Zoom and things. But I couldn't say enough good about the work there, and Alex is one of them right there.
Yeah.
I knew Alex's dad and mom before they were ever dating, so he has children, but it's so exciting to see great growth and maturity in the church there.
Yeah, and just to add to what you're saying, the central congregation where I visited was just such a great congregation. The shepherds really shepherd. I just love being there. That congregation has a great personality. It's logistically, it's in a great location. That's where the school is hosted. And so, the foundation was laid by FH and many others, and what's going on now is incredible. And Corey, before Corey was ever at Bear Valley, he had a background and experience with Bello, and so I thought it'd be good for him to tell us about his observations and what he thinks about the work in Bello.
Yeah, thanks, Keith. So my connection is actually through FH in many ways. FH and I worked together for the Highland Heights congregation in Lebanon, Tennessee, and that was my first exposure to the work in Bellow. FH and Becky took me down as the solo member of a mission team. I've made multiple trips down now, but I loved getting to spend time. I've been able to do a couple of seminars with the congregation there in Central. And then my latest trip, which was it's been a few years now, 2019, was the big adventure because I got the call from Alex, separate and apart from FH, to come down and speak at the Injok youth camp. And went down, had a great experience there. Got to spend a week with, I don't know, what was it, 100 plus kids that couldn't talk to me, and I could very little speak with them, but it was such an encouraging experience to see all the young people that are coming from all over parts of Brazil for this camp to just learn about the Lord, grow in their faith, grow the church. That's been my experience there, and I agree with you, Keith. The To watch the central congregation at work is incredible. I love watching those shepherds at work. Particularly love watching Sunday mornings when, the open invitation is there for people to come, and they literally stand at the front and they pray for people right there on the spot. And it's such a cool practice. But that's been the essence of my interaction with the congregation. I was so excited when I found out that a school was getting started down there. They're going to do some great work over the years.
Yeah, the school has been in existence long before its relationship with Bear Valley. But at the request of the shepherds at Central, we came on board to help them to, make some, as they said, to raise the bar. And I told them I wasn't sure we could do that, but they insisted that we could. And Alex Girotto grew up there. They say a prophet is not without honor in his own country, but he might be the exception.
That's
Went to
good.
Freed Hardeman and received his education, played soccer. You ever heard of a Brazilian soccer player? Uh, and then he came back and has been doing a great work since and is the director of the school. So, Alex, tell us how the school is progressing. How many students? What's going on there? Give us an update.
Sure, yeah, thanks, Keith. It's been 2 years now since we established a partnership with Bear Valley, and it's been great. As a matter of fact, next month in October, we'll complete 2 years since the establishment of the school here. And we have now about 20 students and about 16 courses already offered. And we have a Brazil National Registry of legal entities number. We have a bank account. We have an online platform. We have a remodel classroom. We have elders supporting the work and participating in those classes as well. And the school is going great. And Ashley, we're gonna have another short course next not in November on preaching, which will invite all the nearby congregations to be part of it. So the school is going great.
Good, good. Glad to hear it. Brazil is one of the most populous countries in the world. It's also very young, and it also has many big cities. And I think Sao Paulo is the biggest city in the southern hemisphere. And so there are a lot of souls. There's a lot of potential. And so we really believe in the need to train preachers that are qualified, well-trained teachers, gospel messengers in Brazil. For now, Belo is the launching point for that, and perhaps other opportunities will come about in the future. So we want all you to know about the good work that's going on there and to pray for it and continue to be, we appreciate your prayers and your partnership at Bear Valley. We're glad to be working with these men. Thank you guys for your time today.
Thank
Thank you,
you.
brother.